I am David, your developer on duty, and in this video I will show you why I prefer Neovim over VSCode. VSCode is a great text editor. It introduced many useful components like, for example, the language server protocol, which gives you a standardized way to deal with language-specific features, for example, go to definition. It does it by using a language server which is editor agnostic. Another useful component is the debug adapter protocol, which helps you to debug your application in an editor agnostic way. VSCode has a rich marketplace with many extensions which lets you tweak your editor. It has support for all mainstream programming languages, and you can even use Vim key bindings or even embed Neovim into VSCode. But after using VSCode for more than a year, I switched back to Neovim and I couldn't be happier. Let me tell you why. Before I talk about the advantages of Neovim over VSCode, let me first show you that I'm not missing anything. I can open Neovim, I can select my file, I can use the language server which is running in the background, for example, to go to the definition of this function, jump back. I can set breakpoints, I can debug my application using the debug adapter protocol. I can inspect my variables, and I have everything I need for my everyday programming work. One major advantage of Neovim is performance. I can just type whatever I want without having to wait for any UI reactions. The only limiting factor is my typing speed. Let's just say we want to open a file in this current workspace with the name test in it. As you can see, I could just type ahead and I didn't have to wait for any UI changes. The response was immediate. Now let's do the same thing with VSCode. It's still fast, but there was a noticeable delay, and most importantly, if I would have typed too early, my keystrokes would have been lost. But to be fair, the biggest performance difference is only during startup. As an Electron app, VSCode consumes a lot of memory, much more than Neovim. Another advantage of Neovim is that it's completely keyboard driven. You don't need to use the mouse. It would slow you down. As an example, let's just say you want to see the changed files in your Git repository, see the difference and stage them and commit them. You can see the change, you can stage it, you can commit it, and you're done. No mouse needed. Now let's see how this is done in VSCode. First you press Ctrl+Shift+G to open the Git pane, then you can press Enter to see the changes in the file, but now you have to use your mouse to stage the file, go into the commit message, and write the commit message, which you can finalize with Command Enter. So you need to use the mouse here. Another advantage of Neovim is that there is no visual clutter. Only the most important things are shown. Your code, some hints from the LSP server, the file path, your Git status, and that's it. You can fully concentrate on your work. And if you need something, you can enable it on demand, like for example this terminal. In VSCode you always have this sidebar which takes a lot of space. You have buttons, for example, to close the file, which is really not needed. When you open up a terminal pane, you have even more buttons, and if you have multiple terminals, you even have another pane. So the whole UI is pretty much cluttered. Another disadvantage of VSCode is that it kind of tries to babysit its users. Let's just say you want to open a new folder, then your work is interrupted, and VSCode asks you first to trust that new folder. Another example are pop-ups which interrupt your workflow to tell you about recommended extensions. Both can be disabled, but it kind of tells you that VS Code favors casual users over power users. I hope I could show you that Neovim is a powerful alternative to VS Code if you prefer an efficient development environment and that it absolutely fits your needs. It requires a bit of work up front, but it's definitely worth it and you will learn a lot along the way. I'm very grateful for VS Code because it brought the language server protocol and the debug adapter protocol, which ironically is the reason why I could even switch to Neovim for my daily work. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.